Are you planning a 2-day trip to Granada and are looking for the perfect 2-day itinerary? Well, in this video is for you. So anyways, let's start off with day 1. Now this will be your first full day in Granada and we have a lot of cool sights to see and a lot of walking, so make sure to eat some good breakfast. And of course get ready for some walking. But anyways, once you're done with breakfast, start off your day by heading up to the Alhambra, Granada's most impressive and famous site. Now this is a massive and beautiful complex built in the 1200s by the Nasrid dynasty, and you can really see that based on the architecture, especially the detailed Islamic design throughout the complex. Now it's a huge area that includes the Al-Qasaba, which is the old fortress. You also have the famous Nasrid Palace with all of its detailed Islamic architecture, and finally the general life gardens, which are super peaceful and offers some amazing views of the city. And make sure to get a ticket that includes all of these. Now there's a lot to see here, which is why we're starting the day here. So give yourself at least 3 hours to explore everything, but I would recommend you set aside at least 4 hours as you can easily spend a lot more time here. And speaking of the tickets, make sure to book your tickets in advance, because tickets can be sold out for months in advance. But anyways, after you're done at the Alhambra, head back down to the city center around Plaza Nevu and grab yourself some lunch down there. But anyways, after you've finished eating, head over to the Granada Cathedral, which is just a few minutes away. Now this is a massive Renaissance style cathedral built after the Christian reconquest of the city after Islamic occupation. And this cathedral is just absolutely incredible. It is so big and the inside is just as incredible, with its big white marble pillars and white marble roof. And the entrance ticket to this will just cost you $8. And I would recommend you set aside between 1 hour and 2 hours there. And right next to the cathedral you also got the Royal Chapel, and this is actually where some of the Catholic monarchs are buried, and it's a really important part of Spain's history, and a very cool visit too. And it is really easy to visit because they are right next to each other. But anyways, after having visited the Royal Chapel, you have one more place to visit in this area, and that is Paseo de la Madrasa, which is a smaller but fascinating stop. Now this used to be an old Moorish or Islamic school, and inside you'll still find beautiful Islamic details, and it is one of few remaining buildings in the city from that period of time. Now it's not a very long visit, but it is a very cool one, so set aside maybe around 45 minutes to an hour here. But anyways, after you're done at this old Islamic school, go for about a 10-minute walk up north to the lesser known Monasterio de San Germino. And if you're feeling hungry, then you can also grab some food on your way here. But anyways, once you arrive at this monastery, enter it and take some time to just walk around and enjoy it. I especially recommend making sure you get to check out this main church room, as it is just so incredibly stunning. I mean, just have a look at it. And this place is often overlooked, being a bit away from the main tourist track, but it is 100% worth it. And it is a calm, quiet and just perfect way to finish off a first busy day in Granada. But anyways, after you're done with this, I would recommend you start heading back towards wherever you are staying, as in your hotel, and then grab some food in the area and just chill for a bit and make sure to get a good night's sleep, because tomorrow we of course have more sights to see. But anyways, you're just walking up, it's day 2, so head back to the city centrum, then head over and do the scenic walk along Barrera del Daro. Now just follow this narrow street running along the water and walk up towards Paseo de los Tristes. Now after you arrived here, go to the tip, turn left and walk up hills towards the neighborhood of Sacramento, which is one of Granada's more unique neighborhoods, as it is known for its white cave houses, which are houses built in caves that are on a big hill. But anyways, once you get there, just walk around, admire the beautiful houses, and also make sure to admire the views you'll have of the Alhambra. Now you can also walk a bit further east and check out the cave museum if you want that too. Make sure that you also stop at the viewpoint Mirador de los Vereda, which offers some amazing views of the Alhambra and is a very quiet viewpoint, so it's a great place to just stop by it for a moment. But anyways, once you're done exploring this neighborhood for a bit, go for about a 15 or 20 minute walk uphill towards the San Miguel Alto viewpoint, which is the highest viewpoint in Granada. Now the walk up here can be a bit tiring of course, especially in the heat, but it is absolutely worth it, because you will have some amazing views of the entire city, the Alhambra and the mountains behind it, and this place will really give you some of the best views of the city that you could ask for. But anyways, once you have gotten up to this viewpoint, you will actually be in a famous neighborhood which is called Albayzin. So on your way down, make sure to walk around the general Albayzin neighborhood and just explore it for a bit. Now this is Granada's old Moorish quarter, so anyways just walk around and enjoy all the beautiful white houses, narrow streets and the pretty cool atmosphere that is all around here. So just wander around and enjoy. And if you're feeling hungry, which you probably are at this point, then you can also grab some food in the area, or just go for a short walk back to the city center and enjoy some food there. But anyways, no matter if you left this neighborhood or not, for your final activity here in Granada, and the final thing I'm gonna recommend, head back up to the Albayzin neighborhood and head up to the Mirador de San Nicolás class viewpoint, especially around sunset time, and I would recommend you end of your day here. And this viewpoint is just about a 15-minute walk from Plaza Nueva. And this is one of the most famous viewpoints, and for a good reason. As the sun sets, the Alhambra lights up a bit and the views from here is just incredible, and it is the perfect spot to end of your time in Granada. But of course, if you still have some time left, then you can head back down to the city centrum, being Plaza Nueva, and then you can grab some food there and just enjoy the liveliness of this area. But anyways guys, that is it for my Granada 2-day itinerary. Now there was and is so much to see in Granada, however I feel like this 2-day itinerary shows you some of the best and common sights that you can see in Granada in just 2 days. Now just to mention, if you want to rearrange something on this list, then that is very possible. The only place you will really need to pre-book tickets at is the Alhambra, meaning you can plan your trip very easily around your Alhambra visit. So just make sure you get the Alhambra tickets booked, and then everything else is very flexible. However, make sure to watch around, for example, opening hours of, for example, a monastery, and of course the cathedral. But anyways, if you have any questions about your visit or your itinerary planning, feel free to leave them down below and I'll try to help you as quickly as possible and as best as possible. But anyways, no matter if you have visited Granada yet or not, let me know down below in the comments what your favorite things to do and see were in Granada down below in the comments, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.